If you're watching this video, it's probably because you're wondering a very big question that I was wondering when I started trading 6 years ago, and that's, should I even bother learning how to trade Forex? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this video isn't exclusively meant for people trading Forex. You could be interested in stocks, you could be interested in crypto, whatever the case is. And here's the common dilemma with these three markets right now. Forex, I've heard of it, a bunch of people, isn't Forex a scam? Isn't it like a, a pyramid thingy? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Forex is the largest financial market in the world. It does $6.6 trillion a day, and the banks use it to make money all the time. And the best part is they're using your money to make money in the Forex market. So no, it's not a scam, it's not a pyramid thing. You might have just been exposed to really bad opportunities that maybe just required, you losing money and you learning stuff that doesn't actually help you trade, and that's what it is. Next, we got the stock market. The stock market, a lot of people count this out because they're like, oh, isn't the stock market for old people? Well, actually, let me tell you guys something. The stock market is something where you can accumulate a small amount of interest, and it's not like you're gonna do 100, 1,000% in a month, but it is possible. The most important thing with stocks is that you have money in a place where it's accumulating a proper ROI instead of accumulating 0.05% interest at your bank. The stock market is not too late to get into. Again, if you invest into ETFs, which include the NASDAQ, the S&P, the Dow Jones, any of these things, you're going to be pretty well set up to have long-term consistency in your results. The last thing that we're going to move on to is crypto. Cryptocurrency, a lot of people are saying, oh, I missed Bitcoin when it was like $5. You don't need to get into Bitcoin at $5 to make money in the crypto space. There are so many altcoins right now that are making people so much money that are doing, a couple hundred or a couple thousand% ROI in their portfolios. And it's because they decided to learn a skill, follow the news, see what the utility was like, and take advantage of these opportunities to get involved in good projects before they blew up. These are common misconceptions with all three of these financial markets, which actually stops people from getting involved into them. I've been trading in this space for 6 years. Let me give you guys a quick story if you don't know who I am. In 2018, Christian started investing into the financial markets. He got into Forex first, then he got into crypto, and then he fell in love with stocks. Right now, I have portfolios in all of them, and I've been able to learn a skill that helps me generate income passively every single day. Is this going to be the case for every single person? Absolutely not. Your expectation has to be on point. When it comes to trading, I'm going to be real with you guys. I didn't know the first thing. I was a biomed student in university who had no idea how to do anything. So I found myself looking for the right resources on YouTube until I realized there weren't many good resources at all. So I started partnering up with people that had proven results that I could learn from and ask questions from, or how to get started with trading at all. The most important thing that you got to realize is that who you know is extremely important to any success that you're going to have. This can be in business, this can be in entrepreneurship, this can be in your job, right? Finding the right connections to the right people that can land you the right career, or even in trading is knowing the right people that have actually been in the markets and seen proven results that you can benefit from and learn from and ask as many questions as you can. I'm gonna give you guys my best suggestions for if you should be even trading in the Forex market or any of these markets as a whole, so you're properly equipped to go into them without losing a lot of money. All right, so let's get started. So tip number one, if we're diving into the Forex market specifically, understand that trading always involves risk. There's different types of trading. There's day trading, there's swing trading, there's scalping, a lot of different things, which just means scalping is very like minute to minute. Daily is, again, you're finding intraday moves that could take a couple hours if necessary. Swing trading is something that can take days or weeks or sometimes even months, but sometimes people don't really do that because there's some fees involved with holding trades that long that honestly aren't too worth it at all. And you got to understand how these economies work. So the thing is with Forex specifically, I actually don't trade Forex. I trade stocks in the Forex market. I'll explain what that is shortly. But pretty much with Forex, you need to look at every single currency's news. In the back at forexfactory.com, it's a great resource for you guys to be able to go into the news, look at what's happening every single day with these currency pairs. Why? Because it's important to make educated decisions on where you're going to put your money, depending obviously on what's happening in the news. Because you might have the perfect price action structure, or you could have your own theory that you're doing with trading, your own analysis that you're doing with trading. But once an 8:30 a.m. red folder happens, which means high impact news, all of your analysis might have just went out the window. Why? Because the news doesn't care what your analysis is. And remember, the markets are manipulated. The market is controlled by people. And again, who are these people? They're the institutions or the banks that control most of this money. Again, retail traders as a whole, like all of us, let's say we put $1 million each, we're still not going to impact the financial markets, especially Forex, that much because we are not the biggest driving force of it. 80% of it is owned by the banks. So if you're wondering if you should get started trading, yes, I always recommend that you should, because it's a great skill to learn. It's an amazing feeling to be able to go go on my screen every single day for just like 2 or 3 hours, and maybe sometimes even quicker if I find an opportunity right away, make someone's weekly income or monthly income in a couple of days or a couple hours. And it's crazy that that's a reality. Now, am I promising these returns? Absolutely not. Am I making crazy income claims? Absolutely not. But my point is that I've seen people, and I've been one of them. I've been blessed and grateful to be one of these people that has been able to capitalize on the markets and trade like the institution, so I get their results instead of the average retail trader's results. So now some of you might not understand what that means, but this is very, very important to become aware of. Because the financial markets are controlled by forces that are outside of you, you have to make sure that you're not risking money that you're not willing to lose. And this is something that a lot of people get wrong. Especially in Forex, which is such a high volatility market, you cannot succumb to these things because 80% of people, and I'm gonna say this when not many people are gonna say it, but 80 to 90% of traders that go in for the first time are gonna lose money. Yes, they're gonna lose money. Why? Because they fall victim to the typical support resistance and all these things that you learn on YouTube. And I'm telling you guys, if you could be rich off learning off YouTube, everyone would be rich. That's just how it would work. But there are some people that you have to listen to and some people you really have to avoid. There's certain books you gotta read, books you shouldn't read. The thing is, it's a long process. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it will take years for you to become a master in trading. Is it worth it? Yes, because it does also take years to graduate with a degree. It also takes years to go and get a good job. It also takes many years, decades, to retire from a job and then finally get your pension at 65 when that's, you're expected to live at that point. I don't think that's real living. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that is, and that's why I went down this path. But investing, should you? Yes. But if you're emotional, you don't have money to risk, you have like $50 in the account that you want to turn into $1 million, no, you should not be trading. You should be trading with the right mindset going into it, right expectations going into it. You gotta have some capital. Now, I don't mean you have to be rich. You don't have to have like $100,000, $1 million to put in the trading account, but at least have a couple $100s or a couple $1,000. So that way you can practice. But pro tip, I recommend getting on a demo account first. Now, this applies solely to the foreign exchange market. On crypto and stocks, unfortunately, there's no platforms that allow you to paper trade that I know of. In the crypto market, again, you're buying assets, you can stake stuff. There's contracts you can set up where you can just buy crypto and earn, interest on it after a year, and it's pretty good. It's modest. But if you want to hold crypto, depending which country you're in, I'm in Ontario, Canada, which makes it really difficult to get involved in crypto, which I have been, but they tighten the regulations and that's, whatever, right? But if you're anywhere else in the world, you can actively trade crypto. You can hold it. There shouldn't be many restrictions at all. You can use, links like for crypto.com, Coinbase. If you're in Canada, you can use ShakePay if you want to hold the wallet. I'll have links down to these in the description down below if you guys want quick access to it. And you should be able to get a little reward if you register on these links too. But with those spaces, you need to definitely be aware that, with crypto and stocks, they're more like assets that you can buy and hold long term. Can you trade stocks and can you trade crypto? Yes, you can. But if you're into more of like a holding for a couple weeks, couple months without having to trade into stop losses and take profits, if you don't even know what that is, then don't worry about it. The point is that with stocks and crypto, they're assets that you can hold and have them just run for you and make money for you in your sleep. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have money work for me without me having to clock into a 9-to-5 job. That personally wasn't it for me. I was working in a warehouse and I'm like, screw that. I don't want to, bother with this warehouse that's making me bust my ass on, dumb activities that anyone else can be doing. Like, why do I have to be doing it? I'm getting paid only like $15 to $20 an hour. I know my time is worth more than that. So easy trade, right? A warehouse job or going into Forex. And even with biomedical science, same thing. Go to med school and graduate in like $100,000 to $200,000 debt at 30 years old, or make money in my 20s. So by the time I'm 30, I'm set up for the rest of my life. That was my decision. Now, moving forward, hopefully that answers some of your questions, but the next thing that you need to understand is, what is my end goal with this? So yes, trading sounds nice, the glamour, the Lambos, all the cars that you see, the lifestyle. This video, like you guys can see, I'm in a high-rise condo, that I moved into in my 20s because I was able to make a lot of money through the financial markets and through my online business. But the point is that if you get attracted to the results first, you'll always base your work off the results. So if you get a Lambo tomorrow, you'll be like, yeah, let me work, I'm gonna go off, but you You need the work to be done. The work determines your results and your success. It's not the opposite way around. If your income determined how much you work, then no one would ever work. And that's the problem with that, is you have to be willing to work and put in the hours and just study and grind, even when it's not easy. I heard this from David Goggins. It was so good. And it's success is not about doing things when it's comfortable and easy. It's about doing things when they're hard and uncomfortable and you want to quit. Because if you're willing to do the work in that point mentally, you'll see success more than anyone else, because everyone goes into work. Everyone decides to focus on trading. Everyone decides to put in the extra hours when it's easy, when nothing's going wrong in your life, when you're not busy, when you have free time. If you start doing work when it's inconvenient for you and it's tough and it's difficult and you have to say no to people, or going out to parties, or going out to the club, or saying no to whoever it is that you love because you can't do this XYZ because you gotta grind, that is when you know you'll be successful. So what do you need to know about trading? Should you do it? I've said it a billion times in this video. Yes, you should, but you should know what your expectations are. What are your goals? Are you looking to make a couple $100s a month? Are you looking to make a couple $1,000s a month? Because the higher the income goal that you have, the more work you're gonna have to put. And it's as simple as that. The more money you wanna make, the more work you're gonna have to do. That's just how life works. That's how the financial markets work. That's how trading works. Anything. I post a lot of content about business on my page, but I know this is about trading. And is that no matter what you do, you have to be grinding. You have to be putting in the hours to study and master the craft. For the ladies, y'all probably will do better than this at the guys, because the guys get distracted really early on. But for my guys watching this, listen to it like this. I used to play COD and Fortnite and FIFA a lot when I was growing up. And I put in so many hours to build the best ultimate team, to prestige my account, right? To get the new skins in Fortnite, or like whatever the case was. I was grinding to win competitions. Or GTA, I was grinding to grow my illegal businesses in a video game, right? And that was like such a vibe, and just playing with my friends. But I realized, I'm like, instead of leveling up an online character, what if I started leveling up my avatar in real life? And that's what I did. So that's why I personally think you should get involved in the financial markets. But of course, this isn't for everyone. And the reason I say that is because if you get too emotional with your results, if you cannot stay consistent, if you value having fun over grinding to have the life that you want when you're older, if you don't feel like it's for you or it's worth it, and your mindset is just, I'm too lazy to do that, then it's not for you. So if you're one of those people, after this video, I hope you know not to do it, because this ain't for you. This life ain't for you. Maybe working a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life is a life for you, but it ain't for me. And for some of you watching the video right now, it ain't for you either. This is the point. You got to figure out where you're at now and who you want to be. And knowing that will lead to your ultimate plan to success. If you guys want more information on how to get started with trading, I actually do run an online school where I teach people how to do this. Of course, like I said, you can look for free resources, but I actually have a whole paid mentorship community where I teach people. I send out my signals. I go in through education. I have courses set out for them. It's a whole community set up for trading success. If you guys are interested in that, I'll put some links down below in the description so you guys can check it out. But aside from that, even if you don't want to do that, do me a favor, like and subscribe and share this with someone who you think needs it. We'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.